Okay, so from our previous discussions, we have discussed a lot of ways wherein we are to find for the missing parts of a triangle, whether it is a right triangle or an oblique triangle. Okay, and since a triangle is completely determined in different cases, now its area can also be determined. So ano pong ibig sabihin nun? We can also find another way or find different ways on how are we going to solve for the area of a triangle. Okay, so let us consider oblique triangle ABC here. Okay, wherein the sides are named after or prior to its opposite angle. Okay, so on geometry class, we have learned that the area of a triangle is equal to the product of its base and height. Okay? So meaning to say, we have to find the measure of the height of the triangle. But what if we are given an oblique triangle wherein the height is not given? So that is our main problem here. Okay, so we will try to derive or we will try to find another solution on how are we going to find the area of a triangle wherein the height is not given. Okay, so we will try or we will apply the law of sines in getting another formula in getting the area of a triangle. So let us try. Okay, so in this on the formula given, we have down there area of a triangle is equal to 1/2 of base times height. Okay, so kailangan natin mahanap yung value ni h. So in this figure, paano po natin mahanap yung value ni h? Okay, if the given is either the angles of a triangle and the sides of a triangle. Okay, so using the law of sine, we can actually what? We can actually represent the value of h. Let's say for example, that is prior to the given is angle A. Okay, so how are we going to represent the value of h given that our given is angle A? Okay, so that's gonna be h, or what trigonometric function would best fits the situation. Okay, if the given angle is A, then h would be our opposite side. Okay, h would be our opposite side, wherein alin po dun sa tatlong trigonometric function or basic trigonometric function yung nagko-contain ng opposite side. Okay, so that is the sine function. So for us to get the value of h, we have the formula sine A equals opposite, which is the hypotenuse, or which is, opposite, which is the height of the triangle, over the opposite over the hypotenuse. So prior to angle A, our hypotenuse would be side C. So for us to get this one, we are to manipulate this by multiplying both sides by C para makuha natin yung value ni H in terms of the sine of A and C. So that's gonna be H equals C times sine A. Okay? So in this one, or in this from what we got here, pwede natin siyang i-substitute to the basic formula of area of a triangle. Okay, and that is area of a triangle is equal to 1/2 multiplied by base, or the base can actually be any sides of a triangle prior to any angle. So that's gonna be 1/2 times b multiplied by C, so that's gonna be 1/2 BC multiplied by sine A. Okay, so this is just prior to sine A or prior to angle A. What if ang kinukuha naman natin is angle C? So similarly, we can actually have another formula in getting the area of a triangle as area equals 1/2 what sine B naman tayo, 1/2 of AC multiplied by sine B. Okay, so if you would notice, these two sides here, these are the two sides of a triangle, and the sine of an angle, or the angle that we are pertaining to a particular formula, is actually the included angle. Okay, so this formula can be applied when we are given two sides and an included angle. Okay, and another one is that we have A equals 1/2 multiplied by AB times the sine of C. So either of the three here, we can actually use it in getting the area of a triangle. Okay, particularly if we are given two sides and an included angle. Alright? So next, let us try to solve for this one. We are given an oblique triangle ABC, wherein angle C is 15 degrees, and then the side opposite to angle A, that's gonna be side A, which is 42, and the side opposite to angle B, which is side B, is equal to 50. Okay, so let us try to solve for the area of a triangle. So this is our example number 1. Okay, so the given are angle C, which measures 15 degrees, and then side A, which measures 42 units, and side B, which measures 50 units. Okay, so again, if you would notice, the given are two sides and an included angle. Okay, so in this problem, what formula in getting the area of a triangle best fits the situation? So that's going to be what? Okay, since given angle C, side A and side B, that's gonna be the third formula. So that is area equals 1/2 times AB multiplied by the sine of C. And what we're going to do is just to what? Plug in the formula, or plug in the values to our formula. So that is area equals 1/2 multiplied by, what is the value of A? Again, the value of A is 42. And then the value of B would be 50 multiplied by the sine of C, the sine of angle C, which is the sine of 15 degrees. Okay? And then after that, we have area equals, simplifying what is to be simplified, that is area equals 1/2 multiplied by 42 times 50. What is 42 times 50? 42 times 50, that is equivalent to 2,100. That is 2,100 multiplied by the sine of 15 degrees. Okay? Actually, pwede naman natin siyang idiretso na sa calculator. Okay, lagyan lang natin parenthesis dito. Alright, there you go. So that's gonna be, so the area would be, okay, diretso na po natin sa calculator since we are blessed with technology naman. That is 1/2 multiplied by 2,100 times the sine of 15 degrees. Alright. And that is, the area would be equivalent to 271.76 units, square units. Okay? So do not forget to put the unit of measurement. Okay? So that is 271.76 square units. So this will be the area of the triangle given. Alright, so we have just used the formula that we have derived using the law of sine. Okay, so there are many cases, or there are cases wherein the given is not, or the given are not two sides and the included angle. There are cases that the given are two angles and a side, or an included side. So what are we going to do there? Okay, so from this one, okay, mag-extract lang tayo ng isang formula. This is A equals 1/2 of BC times sine A. Okay, extract lang natin siya. Alright. Okay. So, what if, balik tayo dito sa previous slide. What if hindi given si C? Okay, what if hindi po given si C? So, ano pong gagawin natin dito? Okay? So, paano ba natin mare-represent si value of C? Okay? Or let's say for example, si value of B na lang. Okay? Hindi given si value of B. Okay? So, how are we going to represent the value of B here? Okay? Prior to the other parts of the right triangle. So, pwede natin gawin is that we can use the law of sine. Okay? We're in, sabi sa law of sine, pwede naman nating sabihin that B over sine B, tama? That B over sine B is equivalent to or is equal to C over sin C. O bakit hindi po natin ginamit si sin A? Kasi nandito na po siya sa formula. Okay? So, pwede po natin tong gawin. Pwede nating extract to from the law of sine if not given si B. So, how are we going to find for the value of B given this one? Okay? So, para po ma-solve natin si B given that one, what we're going to do is just to multiply both sides by the sine of B. Meaning to say, B can be represented as C sine of B over sine of C. Okay? Tama po ba? Alright, so we just multiply both sides by sine of B para matanggal natin dito sa sine of B. Wherein it yielded 2C sine of B over sine of C. And in this part, we can substitute it to our formula that we have a while ago. So, ang gagawin natin is, yan, i-replace natin si B as C of sine B over sine C. Okay, so that's going to be 1/2 multiplied by what? That is C sine of B over sine of C. Okay? Ayan na po yung magiging formula natin. But we can actually what? We can actually simplify this one. And by simplifying this one, we have 1 times C times sine of B times C times sine of A. Since they are all numerator, we can actually have that C times C, that's C square. Okay? That's C square. So, C square, and then we have sine of B, and then we multiply it with the sine of A. Okay? Over, alright, over, again, that's C square. That's C square multiplied by the sine of B multiplied by the sine of A. Over 2 times sine of C, that's gonna be the 2 sine of C. 2 sine of C. Alright? So, this is another way of getting the area of a triangle. Given two angles and a side. Okay? So, paano po nangyari yon? Ito po yung two angles na given natin. So, paano po natin makukuha yung third angle? Pwede naman po natin kunin yung third angle using the relationship that the sum of all the angles of any triangle is equal to 180 degrees. So, this is just a part, or this is just one way of how are we going to solve for the area of a triangle given two angles and a side. We can, similarly, we can also have, what if si B naman yung natin? Si B naman yung given natin na side. So, that's gonna be B square. So, hindi na po si sine B yung nandito. That's gonna be sine C. At yung nasa baba would be sine B. Okay? So, ganun lang po. And then, what if si sine C naman yung, or si A naman yung ating given na side? So, that's gonna be A square equals sine of B. So, dito, si sine of A, hindi na po siya nandyan. Dapat nandun na po siya sa baba. Okay? So, that's gonna be A square sine of B times sine of C over 2 sine of A. Okay? So, we can actually have that. Alright? So, let us have an example regarding that. Okay? So, let us consider oblique triangle ABC wherein angle A is 48 degrees and angle B is 42 degrees, and then the included side measures 52 units. Okay? So, ito po. So, alin kaya dito sa tatlong ito? Alin po dito sa tatlong ito yung nagbe-best fit sa situation? Given si angle A, angle C, and then si side B. Alright? Since si side B yung ating given, so we will use this one. So, this will be our example number 2. Alright? So, that's going to be the area equals b square times sine of c times sine of a over 2 sine of b. Okay? Now, uunahin muna nating makuha would be the measure of angle B. And for us to get the measure of angle B, we will use the relationship that the sum of all angles of any triangle is 180 degrees. So that is A plus B plus C, or angle A plus angle B plus angle C, is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, since we are given that angle A is equal to 48 degrees, so we'll have 48 degrees plus, since we are after the value of B, we'll leave B as it is, plus the measure of angle C, which is 42 degrees, equals 180 degrees. Alright, and then simplifying what is to be simplified, that's going to be 48 plus 42. So what is 48 plus 42? Okay, everybody knows that's 90. Okay, so that's gonna be 90. It's going to be 90 degrees plus B equals 180 degrees. So may mag-a-ask dyan, sir, mukha namang hindi realistic yung drawing natin. So this is just an illustration. Okay, so this is just an example. Alright, so that's gonna be B equals 180 degrees. Transposing 90 degrees to the other side of the equation, that becomes negative 90 degrees. So the value of B would be equivalent to 90 degrees. Alright? So this would be the measure of angle B. Alright? By using our formula, that's gonna be A equals B squared times sine of C times sine of A over 2 sine of B. What we're going to do is just to plug in the values we have to our formula. So that's gonna be A equals, or area, the area of a triangle equals, what do you call that? Alright, that's gonna be B square. So the value of B is 52, so that's gonna be 52 square. That's gonna be 52 square multiplied by the sine of, lagyan natin parenthesis para hindi malito, that's the sine of angle C, that's 42 degrees. The sine of 42 degrees multiplied by the sine of A, that is 48 degrees. So we have the sine of 48 degrees over 2 times the sine of B, which is, yung nakuha natin kanina, that's sine of 90 degrees. Alright? Pwede naman natin, kunin natin si 52 square, kunin natin yung function value nito, and so with this one, and then we simplify. Pero, since we are blessed with the technology, we can use that directly. Okay? So, that's going to be 52 square multiplied by the sine of 42 degrees multiplied by the sine of 48 degrees over 2 multiplied by the sine of 90 degrees. Okay? So, double check kung merong maling na enter para hindi mag-error. So, that's going to be what? That's going to be 672. Again. That's going to be 672.30 square units. So that would be the area of the triangle that we are after to. Okay? Alright, so that would be the area of the triangle. Again, as a review, in getting a triangle, in getting the area of a triangle, given two sides and an included angle, we can have this formula, either of the three. Alright, just secure that all of the names of the parts of the triangle are correct. And then, if we are given two angles and a side, and an included side, then you may have this formula.